You are listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Stepping up the ring and onto the mic. Fold them locks, throwing shades on tight. I rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat. Down, turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cake smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hand thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I'll rule tonight. Saturday night, blonde hair, thunder taking the mic. Bodies said the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I rule tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host, Lord Amadeus, the owner and CEO of the company as RAWF in Wrestler Unstoppable. Joining me as he normally does, the one and only.
¡Hola, muchachos!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome El Vacant. Hola, El Vacant.
Hola, muchacho. ¿Cómo está?
I've been better, actually.
¿Qué?
At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure you've all pretty much figured out by now, Wrestler Unstoppable is not back up. Therefore, and Graveyard Smash was supposed to be tomorrow night. However, that would make it very difficult to actually have a show. So here is what right now the plans are for. So, if the game comes back sooner rather than later, Graveyard Smash won't happen as soon as the game comes back. It will probably a week or two later. The Black Friday pay-per-view we normally have every year is canceled this year. And so hopefully, if things go well, Graveyard Smash, we can push it back a few weeks and still have plenty of time to work till Jingle Hell Rock at the end of the year. That is right now all I can tell you. I can't give you any more details till the game comes back. So that's where we stand right now. As far as that goes. So, El Vacant, what are we going to do tonight?
Pick on Maeve.
Well, if we're going to do that, we might as well bring her on.
Roshina biot branach na häsnäs Ta du far
Ladies and gentlemen, she is the lovely Maeve O'Hare. Good evening, Maeve.
Why on earth do you want to pick on me? What have I done?
Born a redhead.
I mean, I can't deny that. There's not a lot I can do about it.
That's true.
Well, at any rate, good to see you again tonight, Maeve. I'm glad you could make it. Seems a little bit of a. It's been kind of a slow time over the past few months. How's everyone handling their little vacation?
I
All right.
mean, I can't speak for everyone else, but I did have some time to go and visit my family, so that was nice.
Well, that's good. That's good. And L vacant. Have you been focusing on anything else?
Mostly, I took the time to send all the nephews back home to see their families because we're not driving from town to town right now. So give them some time off, having all the trucks overhauled, having all everything cleaned, the oil changed, all 9 yards. And in the trucks, man, in the fires.
Oh, that's good. They probably all you probably needed all that done. So good on you. Good on you. Um, I wish I could tell you all that I've been having a pleasant vacation,
Okay.
but I can't.
That's unfortunate. What's going on?
What do you think's going on?
Oh, for feck's sake. English?
Did I wear the wrong outfit?
I thought this were handled. I thought it were under control. I thought you were gone for good.
I did too, but apparently something happened that made him stronger than I could handle. Any suggestions, guys? I'll take any suggestions you got.
I mean, first I'm going to say avoid the Excedrin because apparently that seems to help him. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, whenever you're taking a bunch of Excedrin, he comes out. I'm not saying it's causal. I'm just saying maybe.
I mean, I don't know if that works or not, but I mean, if it does, then it shouldn't.
I'm just going to move away now.
Boss man, when did you start noticing? Oh, not you again. Core, I'm purely tired of you.
In the roaring heart of the squared domain, under floodlights of fury and pain, where titans clash, where legends fall, the madness rose to end it all. Unstoppable stood, iron and pride, muscles like thunder, eyes open wide. No more victories or failures, only empty arenas. Nothing but the sound of madness laughing like demonic hyenas. The crowd goes silent like a calm, gentle sea. No more chanting of names or cheering with glee. No more banter in the locker room or on the feed. No more gloating or whining that we have to read. We laugh at your end, that chilling sound, echoed deep under the former battleground. Unstoppable lived, pure power, no fear. But the madness whispered, your end is near. A chair of chaos, a cage unchained, a suplex storm, precision and pain. Madness struck with venomous art, tore through the will, the soul, the heart. The canvas shook, 1, 2, 3. A silence fell, then victory's glee. The madness stood tall, eyes cold and wild, a conqueror's grin, a devil's child. Now echoes ring through every hall of the night. The madness broke them all, and wrestlers whisper low and small. Even wrestler unstoppable can fall. So maybe now you see why my week hasn't been that great.
Yeah, I think I understand. Vacant. Vacant.
No.
I'm not. You can stay over there in your car. I'm just going to ask you a question.
What?
Have you ever tried just smacking the shite out of him while he's monologuing?
No, because he would electrocute me.
I mean, that's fair.
Did I monologue?
Oh, yes.
I knew I blanked out, but I didn't know I monologued.
You recited bad poetry at us.
What did he say? Anything?
Apparently he's taken credit for the game being down. He seems quite pleased with himself.
Wouldn't that be the ultimate victory for the Maestro?
But isn't his goal always to take over your company? How can he take it over if it's not in business?
Because if it's not in business, then he and his whatever cronies get to play around in there with nobody bothering them.
Have we considered bribing them with another different defunct company?
I don't know what.
I'm just asking if we've explored all our options.
Here's the problem: if there's no matches, nobody can beat him and send him off for another year.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So we got a conundrum here. I've got a conundrum. I mean, there's no rings. There's nothing. We can't go. I can't have Maeve or even though Vacant fight him because there's no place to do it.
Yeah, Sibel raises a question. What if you did Junk and Poe?
That doesn't work. Has to be in a match.
Yeah, no, that's awful.
What if I take you in the alley?
What if I take you in the alley out back with a referee and say "Fubar City, bitch," and then pin you?
All the referees are on vacation, and yeah, that doesn't work.
God damn it!
What if you had a special guest referee?
No.
I mean, obviously, we're trying to play loopholes against the thing that's used loopholes against us forever.
Yeah, I understand that, but no, if there's no unstoppable ring, if there's no wrestler unstoppable, there's no way to beat him. You can't play chess or checkers or Parcheesi with him, beat him, and that makes him go away.
He's not deaf. Nope, sir. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it either. All right, we got another caller. We might as well bring him in. Boy, he's had a lot of time on his hands lately, too. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Boots hit the dirt, stealing my stare. Six-pack of visions, I don't fight fair. Rattlesnake blood running through my veins. Mess with the best, you'll be feeling the pain. I'm a renegade, born a ball, raised on rage. Knuckles up, I set the stage. Drinking beer and kicking pain. Ain't no cage can hold my name. Redneck Avenger, don't need no crown. But you best believe I run this town. From back road bars to the square circle. Ain't no rules when I raise this hurdle. I don't tap out, I don't back down. You cross my line, you're going down.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is RA, the Redneck Avenger. Good evening, RA.
Yes, sir. Good evening, LA. Good evening, everybody. And how is you?
Not often you get to get on this early in the show, right?
No. How the hell does that happen?
Well, it might have something to do with the fact we really don't have anything to talk about because the pay-per-view that was supposed to happen tomorrow was kind of canceled.
It's just postponed, I suppose.
Well,
What if we hold it anyway and we all just pay tiddlywinks?
Yeah. Oh my.
Or craps. I have dice. I know how to run a craps game.
Well, I know how to shoot the crap. I mean, that's one thing I'm pretty good at.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
So what have you been doing on your little vacation here from the biz?
Oh, let's see. Playing some pointless card games, but mostly getting more into the digital, the podcast, the Blazes show, LTD, and some of the others. That's a lot of what I've been doing. And today, RA just got inducted into the Great Hall. So, well.
Oh, congratulations in the Great Hall of Leaning Towards Death. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Welcome, fellow Hall of Fame member.
Why, yes, sir. Using the first class is good stuff.
I'm surprised you haven't been in before this, but
I don't know. He's I'm happy to get in. So I mean, there's a lot of people that have been there longer than me that ain't been in. So,
well, that's true.
And they kind of upped the classes this year. I think they've had like either two or this may be the third class because he's wanting to make sure. Because used to you had to be retired to get in, and he's lifted that. So there's been some more folks get in, but that was why I wasn't in before because I've been continually active.
I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, with that being said, all right, congratulations. And we are talking about LTD, Leaning Towards Death Wrestling, on the Blazes Radio Network. What's that called again?
Blaze Radio Network.
Yeah. Blaze Radio Network on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. I highly recommend it. He does a lot of shows on there.
Yes, he does.
A lot of shows. Sometimes he does up to 3 or 4 a week. So if you haven't checked out Blaze Radio, you need to. And thank you, Maeve, for posting the link in the chat. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
So.
Well, as I said, not a whole lot we can talk about tonight. Last week we went over the 2025 overall rankings. Mm-hmm. And where they stood at the moment, and quite possibly they could be the final rankings. Who knows? But hopefully not.
I hope not too. I don't know if Vacant and his underground sources have heard anything because I know he's got his ear to the ground on a lot of things.
We'll have a little bit on that later. We'll rehash what's already been said in the announcements in the WU Discord, folks. If you haven't joined the WU Discord, just if you got one of us on Facebook and you want to invite to it, just feel free to message us and let us know.
I tried to get in on the app tonight and it tied into Facebook and then it went on me. So yeah, it was worth a try.
It was. I know a lot of people that try religiously every day just in case,
Yeah.
It's me. So. I'm people.
All right, deal discharged. That's good.
It's kind of a habit. Even just maybe this time. No, okay.
Yeah, they pulled my shortcut, so I had done a search for it before and gone in through the app link, tried to, and then I was going in there that way until I wasn't. So.
It worked beautifully until it stopped working altogether.
Exactly. Kind of like my marriage.
I've heard that before.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we went over that last week. Not much more to say about that, to be honest with you. The usual suspects were at the top. Paragon simply the best, Killer Neptune. Although Chaz was having his best year ever.
Oh, yeah.
Moving up to 4th. But, yeah, last year, RA, you got into the top 25 3 3 times. This year so far only once. So, in case you were wondering.
Okay.
Work on it.
And you are officially 39th overall this year.
Well, that's
Same.
a unit that my manager served in and went to Iraq with. So 39 is a good number. I like it.
A nice round number.
Yes, it has its own little special place. You have 3, and you have 3 squared. So
there you go. Plus, it can be divided by 3.
that's right. It can be multiplied by 3.
Oh, shoot.
So,
did you hear earlier when Maestro did his little spiel? Were you listening?
I wasn't. I had not made it to the studio yet.
Apparently, he's taking credit for destroying Wrestler Unstoppable.
He would. Sorry, I had a little bronchitis going on there.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. And I took a little page out of Destroyer's book, and she had recommended some good tequila. So,
there you go.
I'm just drinking that for medicinal purposes,
Yeah, exactly. That's
so I heard something the other day. I was in a bar waiting, and I heard somebody say something I thought was, first I thought it was ridiculous, and then I thought about it and went, wait, it's really true. And they said, gin is the drink you drink when you hate yourself. Tequila is the drink you drink when you hate everybody else.
They ain't wrong.
What if you drink them both?
That's a Long Island, and then you just hate the world.
There you go. Yep.
All right, we got someone else we can bring on here. Let's do that.
From shadows deep, he rises, a warrior born of fate. We're stealing his eyes, the tempest shall not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight. Griffin Davian, the immortal one, eternal champion, his worst ever done. Hunter of monsters, affection of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages, his head held high, an immortal legend that will never
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the immortal Griffith. Good evening, Griffith.
Good evening. Well, or not. Just
I
warn
mean,
you, if
I've
your
had
eyes turn
better
green, I'm
nights.
going to slap the shit out of you.
What's that?
If your eyes turn green, I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
And that might
Can't help
work.
that my eyes are green.
Oh, I don't think it'll work. I'll just feel better.
Oh,
You know,
shit.
because the Grinch who stole wrestling is going to show up, and I'm going to get a little payback for making him miss my matches.
I mean, how is it even possible that he could do that? I don't even know.
Got Maeve over here playing, Wendy Lou Who.
I mean, as much as
Actually, I think he'd be kind of cute with those little pigtails. We could.
as much as I appreciate Taylor Momsen, I don't know if I could pull it off.
I'm sure you could pull off anything you wanted to.
Maeve, what did you just post in the chat? Is that another one of
It's the next in my series of quizzes, so this is all of the national champions in RAWF history.
Interesting. Well, then we won't talk about the national championship tonight. That
I
way,
mean, I have a trivia question for you.
all right.
That I just noticed. So there is a two-way tie for the longest reign. Does anyone know who holds those records?
Of the national championship.
Mm-hmm. It's 217 days, if that helps.
It's not me.
It's not you.
I've only had that belt once, and not even that long, particularly long.
I don't think it was me.
It's or not. And just for
Well, wait. There's a tie for first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 217 days.
I thought national. You said okay.
National.
Was Chris Cage?
I was like, I thought STB.
Chris
shattered
Cage is one of them. A point to Redneck.
There we go.
Who was it?
Chris Cage is one of them.
Because I thought STB had smashed the record for
No, that's Platinum Dragon.
STB.
No, actually, I'm sorry, Babe. He's right. Right now, STB is the reason you don't see that number is because his reign isn't over.
Because his reign isn't okay. Fine, two-way tie for second. Then I will. Correct the quiz.
So I guess Lord willing, and the game comes back up. Is this month of champions is this month going to be subtracted out of that total? As far as the ring?
I mean, I kind of have to.
Yeah.
Now, I kind of have to count it because it'll be even for everybody, but for all the champions still. But yeah.
Well,
I mean, there's asterisks behind everything. I mean, a lot of the earlier champions had to defend a lot more often because there were more pay-per-views, while there was 2 less pay-per-views the last couple years. So, I don't know. That's something that can be discussed.
Yeah, that's not a today problem.
Yeah, that's definitely not a today problem. Most definitely. Although before STB, this is a funny little quiz. Before STB, the 4 champions before him all held the title for the same amount of time, 49 days.
That's very specific.
That is. Hotshot Chaz, Eva, DW, and AF James all held the title 49 days before STB started his record reign with the national title.
I don't even remember how long I had it.
I don't know, but you're going to make me drink.
At any rate.
Why am I going to make you drink? I mean, go for it. I'm not here to stop you, but...
I stopped drinking for good. You know that?
I did not.
Yeah, I did. I stopped drinking for good, and I started drinking for evil.
Fair enough. Well, then I guess
I knew there was a punchline. I knew there had to be a punchline. That's
well,
great.
I didn't want to assume because Dee stopped drinking, so I was like, maybe RA went in with him.
No, I picked up where she left off. That's why I'm drinking tequila tonight.
Sibel claims she stopped drinking, but I don't know if I believe that. She looked awful furtive with that cup of tea some nights.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah, Dee stopped drinking, so somebody had to pick up the tequila slack from my blue agave field. So
are we trying to summon Destroyer? You're talking about tequila. You're talking about shooting.
Yes.
You know, Sibel, I notice you say you're offended, but you're not denying anything I said.
She hangs out with me too much.
Hey, we got another caller to join in the mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. First of the fallen and last of the old gods. No use fighting because you can't beat those cold odds. Beginning of time and the end of days. Civilizations crumble under his gaze. Alpha and Omega, the wrath of the Dark King. Paragon of greatness, about to pin you in that ring. Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is your reigning RAWF World Heavyweight Champion. He is the Paragon of Greatness. Paragon.
I'm happy to be here in the mayhem. Maybe I can be Dr. Teeth.
Unfortunately, that's not
Where's
the
your
kind of
hat?
mayhem. Unfortunately, that isn't the kind of mayhem I was talking about.
But for the record, I do kind of see him as the Dr. Teeth of the group. Like the always smiling, overly optimistic one, kind of trying to lead the gang in the right direction, whether they listen or not. Yeah, I kind of see it.
He's trying to be a good influence.
Well, since I never saw Dr. T's legs, I can't really compare those. So,
Whereas I see Sai as Animal, because she just wants to beat things, blow things up, and go for chaos.
does that make Maeve the girl of the group?
Mavis Janice, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could ever in my life be high enough to be Janice.
That is fair. That is fair.
Just need to watch a few more episodes of Scooby Doo, man. You get the.
That is a lie from the pits of hell, Sibel. Do you not remember our match last year when there were exploding tables?
Sounds pretty awesome, actually.
It were an excellent match.
Right now, I'd kill for an exploding table.
I'm pretty sure something exploded, Sibel.
I'm not touching that sentence.
I'm going to leave that one right where it is.
Right?
So Paragon, how have you been, sir?
Wait, let me get this straight. Something exploded and Sai choked. All right, cool.
Just very busy, taking our downtime to go around the world, do a bunch of fan events. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, but it's the kind of work that I love to do.
Oh, that's good. That's good. At least you're getting your autograph out there. Me, I can't say that I've been enjoying myself these last couple weeks. You have any thoughts, Paragon, on what I should do about the Maestro, since we can't do anything with him?
Look, we've tried all manner of witchcraft that is possible to exist at this point. We've beaten the hell out of him. We've summoned him, and we've dropped him into the bottom of the ocean. I don't know what to do.
Ah.
Thanks.
I mean, I have
I had a legitimate question. Can we get him drunk?
I think we tried that one time.
Did you? Okay.
According to Shifty, it makes him stronger.
Ooh, well, he's probably drinking Midnight Hobo if it had something to do with Shifty. I mean, that's stuff.
Well, yeah, that's true. It did.
That shit's radioactive. I mean, like, look at Godzilla.
Not unfair. Not unfair at all. Well, I can play you guys something. Even though he was here last week, showed up for the first time, and didn't really have an entrance for him, but can play Mithras' new entrance for you, even though he's not here. If you'd like. Anybody care to see that?
Roll it.
Title machine. Title machine. Title machine.
So, if Just found out Mithras is actually out in the chat. If he recalls in, that will be his new entrance, unless he has an issue with that. But I thought it was pretty good. What do you guys think?
I liked it.
Title machine.
Title machine. Oh shoot! But at anywho, since we pretty much we're into the teeth of the show now, we've got some people out here. Let's go ahead and go to the WU Discord and read from the official announcements what Will had to say just a few days ago here on the 23rd, a couple days ago. He had another update. The phone number idea did not pan out. Apparently, Facebook has closed all call centers and no longer has human answering machines at all. Joy. But we may have a window to getting the game back open through a back door we found today. Cross your fingers. Either way, if that works to get us past the AI or not, we will still know we need to get the game off of Facebook to keep this from happening again. To that end, we have decided to invest in the aforementioned project. We will be opening up a crowdsourcing project to help ease the cost burden, but we are moving forward no matter how that goes. Timelines. The game could be back up as soon as Monday if this back door we found works. If not, it may take several more weeks. Please know that we have been doing everything in our power to keep this game alive for all of you, and we appreciate those of you who have supported us to that endeavor. So that was the statement from Will of Sports Unstoppable. And I'll start with you, Maeve. What's your thoughts on that announcement?
I mean, I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed that Facebook doesn't actually have human beings working there no more. But I'm hopeful, fingers crossed, for this. It's going to end up being a terrible soundbite that someone's going to hold against me, but I've got my fingers crossed for the back door. And whatever it is, I believe in Sports Unstoppable and Wrestler Unstoppable, and if they move forward with the crowdsourcing, I will be happy to contribute.
All right. Paragon, your thoughts?
I mean, it's beyond unacceptable that a site so widely used as Facebook has no viable way to contact a human being. And this is, I mean, Uncle Frank has been trapped by Facebook's AI and refusal to be able to speak to a person for going on like 3-4 years now. So this is a problem that has persisted for so long that I don't understand how they can even operate a business on that. That said, I mean, our Unstoppable community is very strong. I mean, we see here we are, like almost a month out of a blackout. People are still showing up to after hours. We're still active every day in our Discord. This community cares about Wrestler Unstoppable, and they're not going to let it go without a fight.
All right. RA, do you want to weigh in?
Well, actually, it doesn't surprise me so much that Facebook has gone completely to electronic phone answering. I read an article here very recently that they did a study of bots, and I'm going to put this very, very succinctly. And things like Reddit has 80% bots. It does not surprise me at all that Facebook has cut all human ties, because one of the things that happens with that is it keeps them out of accountability. They're not operating a website; they're operating a digital empire, and I think that's where it's gotten to, and I guess we're the resistance or some kind of crap like that. But we're going to keep resisting until until there's a better way. And anyway, it would not hurt my feelings to see the app getting getting severed from Facebook and just operating as an app like anything else. What is here is very powerful. Just as Paragon was saying, is that at the end of the day, we're a month outside of the shutout, and we still have people coming in caring about what's going on, about the events, because we've all invested a lot of ourselves. But we understand if it's financially prohibitive, all great things come to an end. But that doesn't mean that the community has to come to an end. It would just be starting ground zero somewhere else. But I think any of us would be capable of that. But I want, I want what everybody else wants. I put as many years as any of you all into the character and the development of it, and it's been a good place for a manager to go whenever the chips are down and needs some way to express themselves in ways he can't in his ordinary life. These are good things, and we have a great community. I hope that we could do that, and just from a layperson's thing, and somebody with technical expertise could like shoot me in the foot and say you don't know what the hell you're talking about, but because that would be true. I really don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but if there's a way to get it as an app separated from Facebook, I think we could find a way to rebuild some community and rebuild some good stuff. Facebook has been hostile to the existence or the continued existence of this game, and that's something that they've done in general. And I mean, 2022, whenever the game went down, I was sitting there looking at the thing whenever I searched W, and it was like instructions on how to petition Facebook and punch them in the nose. And those instructions don't work in 2025 because they have further and further separated themselves from human interaction. It's I understand there is a frustration factor of about 99.5 on a 10-point scale, but I would like to keep this community together no matter what happens. And I love what we do. I love what we get to do, or otherwise I wouldn't be showing up a month after a shutout to talk to my friends here and do that. I mean, there are a lot of I wouldn't say a lot. There are several avenues to where we can do kind of the things we want to do, but Wrestler Unstoppable is a unique platform. It truly is. It's more than a game. It is a platform, and RAWF has been the best at fomenting that platform of expression and interaction, excellence, as well as building up a real story. I'm not trying to ramble, but I think
No, you're fine.
it's if the game winds up having to end, all good things come to an end. I don't want this to come to an end, but if it comes to an end, let's find a place to go. But understanding that it will never be the same. This is lightning in a bottle, and a place, I think, a sanctuary for a lot of us on the real world side of it. So I'm a little bit OOC on that, but I mean, we're a month past game character interaction. This is just character interaction. So
Yep. Agreed.
yeah,
Agreed.
I hope that didn't sound too incoherent, because I've had some fruit of the agave, and
No.
I think it's this is a good place. That's it. Bottom line, the competition is great. It's a skill and strategy game. It's a platform for creative expression that I've not seen in probably I've just not seen outside of this, and I love it. So there we go.
All right. All right. Griffith, anything you'd like to speak on about this whole subject?
I mean, I could talk as Griff, but that seems silly.
No, it's not silly. You can kind of go in and out of it. Hell, I mean, what else are we doing tonight?
Well, I'll just talk as me. Um, we're still trying to work on that. So I want to start with one thing. I used the term in that message. I used the term backdoor. Apparently, some people took that as to think we were trying to hack Facebook. I just want to be very clear that that is not the case. We found a way to generate the thing the AI is saying it wants. That we are hoping will get the AI to get out of the terminal loop it has put itself in. It's not. We're not trying to hack anybody. Like I don't know where that rumor came from, but just if you hear people saying it, please assure them that is not what is happening. But we'll hopefully by Monday we'll know one way or the other if that worked. And like the message said, regardless of whether or not that worked, we Kevin and I discussed it at length and decided that we are going to put in the investment to get us off of Facebook one way or the other. The last, I didn't discuss this part with Kevin, but I did the math the other day, and if I'm right, the last 7 outages we have had are all because of Facebook being stupid. It has been a long time since there's been a problem that we've had to deal with and fix, and get the game back going for players that was actually due to the game itself. And I know people always kind of poo-poo that, and try and put off that, we're blaming Facebook to cover for ourselves or whatever. You know what? I almost wish that were true because then it'd be at least I'd be able to blame us for this happening. But it's so out of our hands and out of our control all the time. Frustrated. I had it already say it's a 99.5 on a 10-point scale. That might not actually cover it. But yeah, so we are moving forward one way or the other. I've had a few people reach out already telling me that, when we put the crowdsource in, they're going to do what they can to help out. And we appreciate that greatly. Every bit helps. And it's just a matter of how long it will take to get to a point where the game will be if this other situation doesn't satisfy it, it's just a matter of, how long will it take for the other process of getting us on Facebook to get us active again.
In other words, what I'm hearing, and just correct me if I'm wrong, Unstoppable is not dead, no matter what. Is that?
Well, there's for full transparency, there is, we've always said that the game itself is unstable, right? By the way that it was built. It's old programming with lots of different languages stacked on top of each other. We've always almost jokingly, but unfortunately seriously said that it's almost like we showed up to a party and the Jenga games being played for about a year already, and they just keep stacking new Jenga sets on top of the old Jenga sets. And if you sneeze the wrong way, it might all come falling down, which is why we're always very careful about what we do to the coding. So there is a non-zero chance that we will go in, we will put the investment in, and we'll do all the work to get us on Facebook, and that will blow up the game. We believe it is a very, very small chance because of the nature of what the change has to be. It's not really messing with the game code itself so much as it's changing the login structure. So it shouldn't do that, but I don't want to set, it's 100% and then the game explodes, right? I don't want to lie to anybody.
Okay.
This is what I will offer, if I may. No matter how it turns out, I am so grateful that Myth and your efforts and you have kept this game and this forum and everything I said before alive 14 years past its shelf life. Because whenever Rocket Ninja put it up for grabs and said, if someone doesn't close the game, or if someone doesn't buy it, we're going to close the game. You all stepped into the breach, and Kevin did a whole lot with that. Of course, I mean it's that in your efforts. I'm grateful, and I have no regrets, and I appreciate it. All that I want is, I'm so important. What I want, I love the game. I love the game. I've played it for, gosh, 15 years now, or early 16 if you only count, however you want to count 2010. And it has been a lifeline in a lot of difficult times in my manager's life. But it's with the understanding that all of this is borrowed time. So no matter what you do, no matter how y'all do it, I have full confidence that this was done at its viable best. So all I would ever ask is keep us informed. Does that make sense?
That's what we're trying to do. A lot of one of the reasons the pauses between updates have been there's been nothing new to say. Like every time I have known something, I have passed it along.
True, and I believe that fully, completely, and totally. But and so go do the voodoo that you do, and if we get the game back, that's even more borrowed time. So it's good stuff.
All right. And anything further, Will / Griff?
I think I've kind of covered it.
Okay. Just making sure you got it
if
all.
anyone has any questions, I can try to answer them. I just don't know what I haven't covered.
No, I think we understand. At least I do at this point. So, yeah. And I just want to say for my part, I've been running RAWF for over 12 years now, which just boggles my mind when I think about it. And it has always been, and every Saturday night, almost every Saturday night, we've skipped a few, but I mean, every Saturday night I'm here, and I love entertaining all of you that come to the show and listen. And I hope this isn't the soon to be end, because not. But if it is, then it is it's destiny. It is what it is. But right now we can't say goodbye because we don't know that we need to.
Yes, and even at that, if it comes down, RAWF After Hours doesn't have to stop, and it
Okay.
It goes to a different spot.
It will. It may have to stop eventually, because I don't. There's a certain other radio host of our past, but at any rate, won't go there. Anyways, we'll see. Anything and everything's possible at this point. We will see what happens.
And I'd like to take this time to encourage everyone, if you enjoy what we do on After Hours, especially, I would say, if you're enjoying how it's been the last few weeks when it's been a lot more informal, you can always host your own shows too. There's lots of platforms. There's Riverside, there's Twitch, there's YouTube, there's all sorts of ways. So if you want to continue this and you want to make your own contribution, by all means do so. And it's a very supportive community of people who create content for stuff like this.
Indeed. So, with all of that being said, I don't have a thing for Studio Dog that we heard earlier, so
we did hear Studio Cat earlier.
Did we? Well then.
Whoa! Studio Cat! Studio Cat! Studio!
I got to tell you, of all the dumb things we have improvised over the years to cover for stupid shit that's happened in our houses, Studio Cat is my favorite. Do you remember when Studio Cat had its own commercial?
It had its own commercial?
Yeah, I remember when I used to do all the off-the-cuff commercials. I had one that was specifically for Mocha.
Oh, no. I did not realize that.
Let's see if I can find that again.
We had a lot of good commercials back on Blog Talk. I can't really... I can try to recreate them here, but it's not the same. I tell you who we need to get back on here to help us with this, that kind of stuff is the Great Red Dragon. How you doing?
That would be fun.
I mean, if
Yeah.
he hears the replay and wants to grace us with his presence, that would be amazing.
Only problem is he doesn't get music. He doesn't get an introduction. What am I supposed to play when he comes on?
You could make a recording of yourself set to music saying "The Man Who Needs No Introduction."
Damn, that's brilliant, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Oh, no.
How you doing?
How you doing? No.
Just write an entire song called "Caller, You're on the Air."
Caller, you're on the air.
Shout
Love
out
that
to
guy.
Suno.com, who has been. I make all the theme songs that I play, most of them, or they're made by Suno.com. And except for Studio Cat, which was provided to us by the Paragon of Greatness, which is going to be one of your legacies here, Paragon. At this point,
I'll stand by it. I'm proud of Studio Cat being part of the legacy.
Yeah, no more Corkra. Now might be a good time to advertise for the folks who did your music.
Okay, yeah. Well, I suppose that's somewhat tangentially related there. Yeah, the band 8D6, they did the song Paragon of Greatness. I know that some people kind of thought it was also like an AI song because it kind of came out around the same time everyone was doing that. I'd actually been sitting on that theme song for almost 6, 7, 8 months.
It's for
waiting
a long
for
time.
waiting for a
can confirm I heard it ages ago.
really.
I'd been sitting on it for like well before the AI music was really a readily available thing to people. It was I was saving it for a special occasion when I had won the RAWF World Championship. That band, they last month as well as this week, they've come out with two new EPs that they've released on Bandcamp.com. It's like a 2-parter EP about the X-Men. So if anybody are comic book fans out there or X-Men fans specifically, last month they came out with School for the Gifted, a 6-song EP with a bonus track about your favorite good guys from the X-Men universe. And just this week they came out with Brotherhood of the Mutiny, a 6-track EP with another bonus track about all of your favorite villains from the X-Men universe.
So my question is which album has the battle rap song that's all about how much of a bitch Scott Summers is?
That's the bonus track on the first album.
Okay.
And it's not battle rap, but
I don't know. I don't think that they would mind saying that. They have a hidden bonus track on with that it's only available through the purchase, and I'm not telling anybody to go do that. On both of their albums, and those ones are kind of more lighthearted and comedic songs. The first album, The School for the Gifted, their bonus track is a cover of Lustra's Scotty Doesn't Know, but it is about Jean Grey having an affair behind Scott Summers' back.
She getting a claw. By the way, Griff, I dropped something for you in the chat. You might have to scroll up a little bit, but
Oh, I see it.
I think you'll enjoy it.
All right, we are joined by somebody else. I already played it, but I'll play it again just because make it official.
Title machine. Title machine. title machine.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the title machine. He is Mithras. Good evening, Mithras. Yep, we can hear you. Is your camera on, though?
It's not supposed to. Is it showing as being on? Can you guys see me? Like, are you seeing my face?
We're not seeing your face. We're just seeing black, but we're not seeing the.
My computer just does not like to play with the other side. I don't know what the problem is. It literally took me like 5 minutes to do it. So I apologize for that. I hope this doesn't screw things up. I'll keep it brief, as brief as I can.
No, you should be fine. You should be fine.
You can hear me, and we don't have too much of an echo.
No, I'm fine. Anyone else have an echo? I'm fine.
Nope.
All right, you're good.
Okay, well, hey, I just want to kind of underline what Will had said. Will, this isn't to say cover. I just want to reiterate that, we are trying to get you, we are going to Facebook. But, like so many things at WU, that sounds really good until we do. My only hesitation is, we don't know.
Brother, I can't hear you clearly. You can step closer to the microphone. That would be a lot more articulate. Over.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Mithras.
How about now? Any better? No better?
A little bit.
How about now?
That's a little bit.
How about now?
That's good.
That's good stuff.
Good enough,
Over.
good enough for government work, as they say. Anyhow, should I like something? Yeah, it's on. We don't know what we don't know, and what I mean by that is that we separate out completely from Facebook, except for a potential login verification. My concern, I think Will's concern will be as well, is that if references to those Facebook ID numbers are somehow buried somewhere that we don't know about, my concern would be that change over out of Facebook could create a temporary hiccup, and we're committed to making it work. But I didn't want people to think that one day there's going to be a light switch flipped, and all of a sudden it's going to be working perfectly off of Facebook. I know that's not what was said, but I just wanted to underline it as the concerns that we do have. And we're going into this with our eyes wide open, and we just want to make sure that everybody else is as well.
All right. All right. I appreciate that, Mithras. Appreciate the info. Anything else that you wanted to cover?
Not really, no. I think we're good. I think you did a great job covering everything. Will did a great job. So the future will be what it'll be, and hopefully we'll know more on Monday or Tuesday.
All right.
Will, did I get everything?
All right.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Do you have any corrections?
Yep.
That sounds good. But I'm gonna re-say what RA said a little earlier. I would like to thank you and Will for keeping this game alive for as long as you have, because I know it hasn't been easy. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, I know it's been a headache.
This year, the award for understatement goes to Lord Amadeus.
The thing is that I did run into a wall late last week, or just later this past week. So yeah, it's been a while since I've run into a wall and banged my head up, but I did this week, and it just takes a moment to regroup and collect oneself. But regardless, Will's got a command of the situation. We're moving forward as you described, and I just want to recognize that Will actually in this situation has stepped up very impressive, and I think a lot of things need to go to him once as we move forward, and we wouldn't be moving forward without him having stepped up. So I think he deserves a big thanks as well.
And I think both R and I thanked him. Thank both of you because I know, yeah, it's been a team effort. It's been a real team effort with the two of you. So, Maeve had a question in the chat. Can you want to ask it here? Or you want to?
I mean, I can. Just wondering, how can we, as your fan slash player base, best support your efforts while you're waiting? Like, is there anything we can do to try to help lobby Facebook? Is there any way we can spread the word? What would you like us to do?
I mean, I have a few things that I've kind of mentioned before. Like, I mean, lobbying Facebook at this point, I don't think is going to do anything. From everything gathered, I mean, I know of multiple people, yourself included, who have put in a bunch of complaints to Facebook and have gotten no responses. And I've heard that from a solid handful of people who have all said the same thing, that they've put in several complaints and have not even gotten an automated response. So I don't know that that's going to, but like the things that would help a lot. One, is when you hear misinformation out there, because a bunch of it has gotten back to me and to Kevin, and that's the roughest, at least for me. I can't speak for Kevin, but for me, that's one of the roughest parts. Like putting so much time and effort and heart into trying to keep this thing alive, and then someone comes out and basically either tries to say, "Oh, we're scamming," or "Oh, we're lying," or "We're doing," like it. I mean, it takes a lot to then move past that, to keep putting in that effort when people just say this kind of crap, and and we're doing it. But we're still human beings, man. So people can, when they hear these kind of crazy theories out there, if they can correct them, that would be great. And honestly, and I know you've already been doing this, but to anyone who hears this, like spreading the information about these updates and getting as many people as you can onto the Discord would be really, really helpful. We've got like 85 people on the Discord now. Last I checked, which was, I didn't count it today, but I counted it yesterday. So I think it's actually like 87 now, because I think 2 people joined since yesterday. But that's nowhere near the player base. And when people reach out via the messenger, I will always tell them, hey, here's the answer to your question, but also come on Discord. We're talking about all this there. So spreading that information would help a lot as well.
I think one of the
Discord.
things that is most challenging for both Will and I to handle is, I know there's been a lot of scammers over the past decade of other people starting similar games allegedly and then didn't. And there was some, question of was money paid to these developers or not, and if so, what happened to it. I don't want to get into that specifically, but I think most of us know about these things. And based on, as Will said, we've been doing this since 2014, and to hear that all of a sudden, after 11 years and hundreds of thousands of dollars, Will and I are scamming people for like $20. And it's, it just takes your breath away when we're staring at Mount Everest in terms of what needs to be done. And then to hear those comments, we shouldn't be so sensitive. Of course. I totally agree with that. It's just, this is all just that. But it's not helpful. And, I guess, I don't know, I think Will has had a moment like I had where it's like, what are we doing here? Why are we doing it? If people truly believe that. And the fact is, I don't think 99% of the people that were standing there after 11 years, but it still takes a moment to set it aside and ignore it. So, feel free to backslap any, not literally, but this isn't a political thing. But feel free to backslap figuratively anybody who's spreading false information like that, or not, or just tell them you're out of your mind. 11 years, and I think once you put out that number, 11 years, that throws a lot of cold water on those conspiracy theories. And what was one of them? One was that all of a sudden there's a phone number that you guys discovered, and it's like, all of a sudden somebody gave us a phone number, and it's
Yeah, that number was provided. I had searched a bunch of stuff. The number that I mentioned in that one message was actually provided by a player, who I will rename nameless because they didn't tell me I could name them. But I'm like, hey, that's not a number that I had. I'm gonna try it.
right.
Okay?
And you tried it. And it happened.
Yeah, 11 years is kind of long. 11
Talk
years,
about the
and
long con.
I mean, you can't say that you don't have some sort of passion for this game.
It's kind of like LA. It's kind of like, well, if this WU thing doesn't work out, maybe we'll figure something else. It's like, well,
Right.
11 years. There are kids that were born the year we bought WU, right? And they're like looking
Mhm.
at junior high school in a couple
Mm-mm.
of years.
This is true.
And
My little Texas Ranger sat in my lap, wanting his
Mhm.
own. He wanted his own character, and I made it for him. He played that, and because he was 4 years old, had no clue, and while this was going on, he's played it. He's had fun with it, and he's had fun with his character. But at the point is that there's been so much life lived by every one of the players. But the thing is that it is not owed. It's not owed to anybody. It's if it's untenable, when that decision is made, let's say, hey, it's had its run, great. If it continues, absolutely freaking awesome, because I still have so much that I can offer, and I know that's the same thing with everyone else. For just development of their characters. We do this because we love it, and I know you do it because you love it, because you would not have made anything close to the sacrifices you made. You bought it, and then there was so much more behind it after you bought it. I'm grateful for every moment that I've had.
Thank you.
I seriously am. It's been like I'd said before, at times a lifeline where I can express things I needed to. And this is just my own personal piece of it. But I also look at it knowing that good things do not have a permanence. But we have a community that is a great permanence, and that's not a pressure. I think we're probably still. I would bet money, but that there would be a fifth RAWF after hours after the lockout. It's just when decisions are made, and I know Will has been communicating those well. Just keep that going on so that we know what is going on, and
Well,
that's
to Maeve's question, yes. As Will had said, made some suggestions or comments. I think number one is getting people to, if nothing else, it doesn't cost any money really to get on the Discord server and to sign up. And the reason why that matters is it lets us know, A, people are still interested, and B, how many people are interested. Are we getting more people people that were already in the game, but now they're coming over to Discord and raising their hand and saying, "Yeah, I want to know what's going on." And the interpretation I have of that is that they'll be playing once you get this resolved. So that's a very, very helpful thing. And then for the stuff that's not so easy to talk about is that we do have a donation thing.
I will donate to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that set up? El Vacant?
You went silent mid sentence. I don't think we've heard anything you've said for the last minute.
Is the donation page live?
No, not yet. That'll be
Okay.
Monday.
That was the other suggestion. Aside from just getting people to sign up with Discord, the other part was getting, that if people want to donate, there is this place to do so. And that money goes to getting the game back online. There's no like overhead in terms of salaries or doodads or pens with our logo or anything like that. It's all development. And I think we have to.
I want a pen with the logo.
For GoFundMe, that's what we're using. I think we have to be pretty transparent. So it would be those two things, and then the third, of course, would be to reinforce what Will said about clarifying misinformation. After 11 years, we haven't decided to say, yeah, we want to make a couple $100 by scamming people. Yeah, no. A little too late for that.
I also do want to reiterate, kind of not reiterate, but I want to elucidate on something. One of the things I point out there have been times where like things have been said where thankfully at different times that have kind of hit me in a way that made me go, like you said, like, why are we doing this? And then different things have made Kevin do the same thing, and we've had to have conversations move forward. But I can, at least for me, I'm not going to speak for Kevin, but for me, one of the primary things that got me past that when those things have happened are the players who go out of their way to tell us how much they appreciate what we're doing and things like that. Honestly, everyone in this call has done stuff like that. People like Chris Cage has done that for me. I mean, I'm sure people have done it for Kevin as well. But like, there's absolutely a much larger and louder voice of people who absolutely are not doing these negative things. And I don't want it to sound like, oh, we're getting dogpiled by everybody. It's not that. That is not what I'm saying. And when I post things and say like, hey, we really appreciate the people who stand up for the game and help us out and have always backed us over the years. We mean
it's
that.
a little different than like say Candy Crush Saga, where they're making lots of money and people gripe about it. And, okay, well they're making lots of money and they're getting paid and blah blah blah. This is a labor of love. There is no financial period. And by the way, that El Vacant guy, Will, can we talk about him later? He seems to be kind of a pain. I don't know if he's really contributing, but we'll do that. But the other thing for pretty much everybody
Make good
on
tacos.
this call, Paragon, Maeve, LA certainly, and then anybody else, Destroyer included, is when the U.S. was going through COVID-19 and they shut down all the schools. My son was in college, and I remember one of their VPs of development, and we're talking, they're trying to get donation. But we were also talking about the school because it was my son's freshman year that got hosed up by COVID. And I asked the question of, have you guys developed any plans for when this ends? Like, what happens? So, and the development VP was like, I don't know that anybody has. That there was no like action plan or logistical plan about when the schools are going to reopen, we're going to have this type of education on reintegrating into live interactions. So I think that one thing that would help here would be, without being overly optimistic or maybe jumping the gun, is to think about, well, what happens when WU reopens in terms of private companies, even the game itself? Like, do we have a welcome back shindig, like free huge tournaments or something? Or is that like too obvious? Is it too on the nose? Is there maybe other things we could do? Like have a day on the store where I don't know if this is possible to program. In fact, I'm sure it's not. But you get to spend 500 wrestler bucks for nothing. Like it's free. Just go on a shopping spree or something. So ideas that we can actually do would be great. Will, what do you? I mean, do you agree, or am I shooting too early? And did you hear anything I said?
Will, did you hear what he has?
Oh,
Will?
sorry, I muted and ran to the bathroom real fast. I did hear you. I was just not near the mic. I'm like, you can't hear me, and that's probably best. Yeah, no, I don't have anything to add to that.
Anyways, go ahead.
None of it is owed. That's what I will say. None of it is owed. If this game has not produced revenue in a business sense, and none of it makes business sense, this is a labor of love. But is it a viable labor of love?
Well, I think the answer to that would be yes. They've been doing it for 11 years.
True, but there's also the point of what does this mean as far as for a labor of love? A labor of love means that they're taking a loss doing it.
We are.
And nothing on a business sense of something of people that they've never met. What is where's the limit for a labor of love? And
I mean, I will say,
if it crosses
I
that
mean,
threshold,
everything, all of that is true, but I'm going to say that. So we've spent and this is really the bulk of what I've been working on for the last, I guess, I mean, Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say it's like year and a half, is doing everything to get us losing less money. That's what the purge was for. That's why we've added the program for subscriptions. That's why we changed how we did WrestleBucks in general. That's why we have more regular, steady pattern of sales. That's why we now do the ability to purchase art for the game. Like, we've been steadily working towards how do we make the game more self-sustaining, viable, and we're getting. Now this project, that didn't help at all, but before this project we were getting there. So and we have a roadmap. Like, if we can get to the point where we're making profits, or we can get to the point where somehow if the crowdsourcing works and we can start saying, hey, if people want a crowdsourced thing, we can put that money towards this piece of development. We have a development map that if we can manage to follow, will get us to a point where we can start actively trying to get more players. And if we start getting more players, that helps a lot.
sure. And I'm saying you have zero to justify to me, neither you nor Kevin, me or LA or anybody else that's on any of this. At the end of the day, we want what's best for both of you. And at the end of the day, if it has to go on, we just need to know that it needs to go on. But that's not an urgency. It's a decision point that you all reach when you decide to reach that decision point. And that's not something that any of us can influence. And that's okay. It's just all we ask is if the plug is full. Always just let us know as much as you can. And like I said, earlier, this has been such an amazing and wonderful platform. I mean, we got Kenta going on here in the chat. I love it. Oh my god, I love it.
I think Kent is trying to become like the official RAWF troll over top of Killa.
He's good at it. You know, I can't deny his talent. You know, but I mean, we get it. Life lives in the real world. We just want, if we need to say goodbyes, we would ask that, but we're not owed that. But on another scale is let's do what we need to do to do the right things. And hey, oh my God, if this platform came back up on point, it'd be one of the most amazing things ever. But we're not owed it. I'm not owed it. No character that is in this game is owed any of it. No one. Zero. Nada. Zilch. When Rocket Ninja said, hey, somebody buy this game, we're going to kill it, Kevin stepped in the breach. Purely, totally, completely, and made a way for it to happen, to keep happening, I should say. It's been borrowed time. But if the borrowed time is over, that's okay. We just need to know that the borrowed time is over. But if it goes any further, let's do this. I mean,
To what you're saying, RA, I mean, I have been doing this now. I said, like, I've been on radio for 12 years, and I do
yes,
that
you
because
have
I
very
love
well.
it. And it is because of, I mean, I couldn't do a radio show about any other game. I'm not that. I'm, I don't want to say I'm not that talented, but I'm not that invested in any other game than I have been Wrestler Unstoppable over the last 12 years to be able to do something like this
That's the
as I
most
have.
truest statement that I've ever heard in my life.
I mean,
But
I
none of these decisions need to be made tonight. These are decisions that have to be made in
yeah,
venues that we don't have access to. Or it's
right.
okay,
But
we don't deserve access to. Let's all have.
sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you by bringing on our next caller, if that's all right.
Please do.
Yo, step into the ring, feel the heat, feel the fight. It's Destroyer coming in, dressed in all black tonight. Smooth talking, body moving, got the crowd on their feet. Call you dog, they call me D, don't you dare get in deep. Tequila sipping, moist making, booty popping, sin. Did I come to make friends? Nah, I came to win. The things I whisper in your ear, secrets high and low. It's a single playground, baby, this is a danger zone. No hair, black shades, black heart, beating strong. Tequila dog, drinking all night long. Gotta play tucked away for those who cross the line. That's with Destroyer, are you out of your mind? In the ring, on the mic, I'm a first, you can't deny. Every man's vision, a baddest woman looking fine. So step aside, dogs, and let D take the reins. Destroyers in the house, this is my game. Battle scarred, seen it all, done it all. Smoky back room through arenas. I answer every call. These young bloods think they tough, try to step to my game, but I'm a veteran, baby, and they all face the shame. Got the moves, got the looks, got the killing instinct too. So back off, boys, before the hurting on you. On the mic, I'm fighting, spit flames hotter than hell. Got rhymes sharper than knives, stories I can tell. Black hair, black shades, black heart, being strong. Tequila dog, drinking all night long. Got a blade tucked away for those who cross the line. That's Red Destroyer, are you out of your mind? In the ring, on the mic,
Destroyer now joining us here on After Hours. Evening, D.
Hello, dolls. How's it going?
Well, you sound very perky this evening.
Oh, there's
She's
a lot of
always
things that are
perky.
perky around here.
I have a poster in my truck that shows it.
There you go.
But he's not telling you that it's a poster of Paragon of Greatness.
Mm.
Ugh. I just envisioned stuff. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Was it purple stuff?
It was perky purple stuff.
Turkey purple pickle stuff?
Oh no.
Oh Lord, we could go forever on this one. At any rate, did you have anything you wanted to weigh in on everything we've been speaking on?
You know what? The way I see it is that uh, Will and Kevin, owners of the game, doing their best to make things happen. I hear a little bit here and there, behind the scenes, I guess. And you know, I think getting off of Facebook, not a bad idea. I think crowdfunding, GoFundMe, whatever the deal is, that was suggested by a few players in Unstoppable, in suggestion scenes and things like that. You're always going to have the naysayers. You're always going to have people that want to shit all over everything. And that's cool, like whatever. They can't maybe differentiate between themselves and their character. And that's whatever. But you go ahead, you do what you can do. If you raise 1,000, if you raise 5,000, if you raise 10,000, whatever, they're doing something. They're not just sitting on their hands. And for anybody that actually goes out and tries to crap all over these two guys that have kept this game going and this community going and everything else, come on over to me and I'll have a little chat with you.
There you go. The words of the legend herself, the person that's been here since before dirt, Destroyer. Thank you, appreciate that.
Before dirt, really?
Before dirt, that's the first thing I could think of.
When rocks were soft?
Uh, I'm gonna get shot. I don't care. At this point, it's
You
probably
probably
a good
are.
thing. It's probably a good thing.
I got a
But
bullet. I got a bullet. It has your name on it.
I
Don't
have
worry.
not been shot by destroyer yet. I feel like I've been
Left
deprived.
out?
well, I'm sure.
You know,
I'm sure it's coming. Ra. I'm sure
You know
it's.
what?
I
It's
know there
the
needs.
funniest thing because in Unstoppable, there are a few people who have actually had on their bios or still have on their bios they've been shot by me. And I actually have a couple people, one in particular, you guys all know, Judgment, who actually, I believe, still has on his bio that he was Moist Maker of the Month in the radio show that I used to do with Scarlett way back, Fire and Ice. Um, and yeah, I think he actually has that on his bio too.
Good, he should. My ass, of all the places I've been shot, my ass is not one of them.
I'll put you on my list.
Yeah, put me toward the top of the list, because if I don't have like a flesh wound from destroyer, I have not lived.
I feel like now, like your X-ray charts look like that World War II thing where they show the bomber and all the red spots where they know they were shot.
Yeah,
Like I feel that's what you just described as you. Like, well, I wasn't shot here.
yeah, you're right. Like I've been shot enough places, but I've not gotten a destroyer shot in the ass. I'm missing something in my life.
At this
You
point,
really are.
it's more
Yeah,
popular than the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club.
yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, put some
It ain't
buckshot
right
in my
either.
cheek, and I can rest well.
Oh,
Oh damn, they weren't coming.
I will say though, in being that I've been around for ever, I guess, longer than dirt, apparently. Um, I will say though that when it comes to the game itself and the amount of work that these guys have done, they kind of, I don't want to say brought me on board, but maybe I bullied Kevin a little bit and forced him to bully Will a little bit to get me to help them out a little bit. Um, you know, and I'll be honest, when when Kevin agreed to, hey, you know what? Let's get Destroyer helping out and everything else, more of the name because I have the name and because I've been around forever. To work with Will, I wasn't sure how that was going to go. Honestly, I don't know how Will felt. I know how I felt. I wasn't sure how that was going to go because I think we're both very strong-minded people. Let me put it that way. But you know
That is
what?
the polite way to
Actually, I
say
would.
it.
Sorry.
That is the polite way to say it. Yes.
Well, I think we both have our opinions about things, but I also think that we both do have that common ground and that common goal in the game itself. And I do think that us working together, a lot of times we complement each other in the way that you have all this knowledge and everything else. And but as a communicator, I think I'm more of the communicator and the more approachable one. Because I think I've heard from you say more often, why don't they just message me directly?
Well,
You
because
know,
apparently I'm the devil, but that's
yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm more approachable. Go figure. So and in the last few months, it's been interesting. I've learned a lot of things. I've had some fun with it. And you know what? You're not as bad as, well, I was going to say somebody actually, but I'm not going to. So you're not as bad as I've heard you are.
I, look. I cannot tell you how many times I have, like, especially even sometimes where I've had to deal with people like for disciplinary things, where I've had long conversation with people, and then what I get out of them is like, "Oh, that didn't go how I expected. You're actually pretty reasonable." I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Like, I am blunt. Like, I speak my mind. I don't pull punches, but I am a reasonable person, and I do listen. Like, that's you know,
Well,
and I
I
believe
knew
in
that going into it because I think the first time that you and I ever had contact was you messaged me to give me a warning, and after we discussed it, you retracted it. I don't even think you remember that. That was like
Oh,
way
that was
back.
ages ago. No, yeah, because it was
Stallion,
well, 'cause,
Teddy, way back.
it was way
Um,
back, but
you,
as I recall, that was a case of I only saw, like, because something got reported. I went and looked. I saw X amount of it, and you're like, "Well, wait, but this is why." And I went further back, and I'm like, "Oh, no, you're right. That is what happened. I didn't see that."
Yeah, yeah, and no, I think you're a reasonable person to talk to. I think that you come off as unapproachable at times, but I think you're a reasonable person to talk to. Um, a lot of times, though, you'll take something and I don't think anybody will disagree with me here. You take something and you look at it, and then you turn it over and you look at the other side, and then you turn it over and you look at the other side, and you've analyzed the damn thing to death so much that it's like, okay, seriously, you've just got to make a decision and move on, right? You just
What?
sometimes
I go
have to
down rabbit
analyze
holes
the
of analyzation?
crap out of
Never.
some stuff. But you have a memory like a friggin', it's crazy, like an elephant.
But yeah, I may overanalyze things.
Well, again, you know
It's
what?
possible.
I think
No
that
one
you've
here in this
done a
call has ever
lot. I
seen me
think
do
you've
that.
done, what was that?
He
I
has the
said no one in
memory
this
of
call has
Sora.
ever seen me do that.
Hmm. I think that you guys have done a lot. I think you and Kevin have both done a lot. I think that you've really you've stepped it up, even just in the last year. And I don't have any complaints about any time that you've done anything in the last 5 or 10 for that matter. But yeah,
It's
for
amazing
what's
that you
going on
can
now,
say
I
the
think you
word.
guys are doing really good with it. So you're doing what you can.
It's amazing that you can say the word 10 years. How long do video games last? They don't last 10 years. And this is not because of the quality of the game itself or the glitches and all the shit. It has everything to do with the community that's like, this is where I want to be. Um, I'm burying my cheek because I really do need to get shot in the ass by you because I've not done that even beyond my WU Hall of Fame thing. That's not an honor that I've received yet. Please go ahead, double up buck,
He's really wanting to get shot tonight. I'm not sure what the.
I've been shot a lot of
Shoot.
times, and I'm okay with that. I have not arrived until I've been shot in the ass by destroyer, and
Yeah, but you can't just like grovel for it. You have to earn it. Like it doesn't count if you just look at it and go, please.
I don't grovel for it. If you,
It's no fun if you're begging for it. I mean,
I'm not begging for it. I'm just saying I'm offering it. I mean, there's a cheek exposed. If you have a round that you really
Okay.
want to do something with, my
I think
ass
he's
is right
mooning you,
there.
is what I'm
But
hearing.
Am I crazy that I don't want to be shot in the ass?
Yeah.
I feel like
I
I'm
reckon
crazy.
we're crazy together more, Corker, because I can't say that's on my bucket list neither.
Getting shot in the ass by a destroyer with a shotgun is a bucket list item.
Shotgun? What the heck?
Yeah,
I'm trying to kill you.
exactly. It's not you're trying to kill us. It's like you get a shot in the ass. I
Wait,
mean,
You know
you
what?
grew up in Texas. How have
if
you
you're
never
shooting
been
me in
shot with
the
an
ass, you're not
actual
trying to
rock
kill
salt?
me. You're trying to tell me something. So, I mean, rock
to,
salt, steel.
I mean,
That's right. I'm trying to tell you something, Sigh. So, yeah.
to quote a certain Irish lass, we don't kink shame here, but that's a little ridiculous.
But we do kink ask why.
I mean, like I'm in the army. It's not army smart. It's army tough.
He does have a point.
It's not army smart. I mean, I'll take my shot in the ass, and I'll correct course and move the next place, and I'm good with that.
It could be worse, RA. You could have been a Marine.
You're damn right. I mean, you get a jarhead, and there's nothing but peanut butter, and what do?
Feed it crayons.
Yes, you do. You feed it crayons, and they eat copiously, and bless their little souls, because whenever they actually piss off someone enough, they don't get ammunition, which is what they care about.
We are so far
To
afield.
be fair, I'm new-ish, like over a year now, but I'm new in RAWF. I
Yeah.
joined once, probably a few years ago. Couldn't really grasp it all. I had a lot of stuff going on, so kind of left. And then when I decided to join in, Cage was telling me, and a bunch. Griff was talking to me about it. Lots of people, saying, "Hey, come on, you'd do really well in this company." So I thought, okay, gonna join.
Wait, the Griff
My
Reaper
list
was
of
trying
people
to
to
bring
shoot in
people
the
into
ass.
the company?
Darling, you were not wrong. Joining RAWF was the right place for the stuff that you've done before, because I've looked at it, seen it, and this is the place to do what you've done before that you have excelled at, and that's telling good stories. RAWF is shit. I mean, it really is. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here tonight. 4 weeks after this
Uh,
stuff has kind of passed its shelf life according to Facebook, it means something. And yeah, shoot me in the ass, because I crave the buckshot, and I'm good with it. I mean, like
I
you don't even have to have a reason. Just shoot me in the ass. I'm okay. It's like
I
I've been in the W Hall of Fame, but I don't have any buckshot shrapnel left from destroyers shooting me in the ass.
I will. I see a meme coming.
You
That's what
probably
I like. I. At any rate,
will see my
destroy.
ass in
But
a shotgun.
Destroyer was talking about her experience in RAWF. I'm curious. I'm curious for her to continue. So
Yeah. Please do continue.
You're curious for me to continue. I've told you this before. You know what? I wish I would have had time 5 years ago, 6 years, 7 years, whatever. I wish I would have had time to join it and to do the things that I do love to do, which is the stories and all that sort of thing. I think you guys run a fantastic company. I really do. And I've over the years, I've been in a lot of companies, and this is an organized, well thought out company that for anybody who's not in the ranking system, then you're just not doing what you need to do. And it isn't really that difficult to do what you need to do to be in the top 25. Honestly, talk, whatever. And
That's
I
right.
mean, winning helps.
winning helps, yeah, for sure. But like, I've never been known as the wrestler to beat. I've just not been that person. So you can still be there, and you can still you still enjoy doing everything. You do your stories, you do your things, and there's some people that you're going to be more drawn to reading their stories. Hobo, love reading his stuff. Takes me a little bit longer, to understand some words, but
What
love reading his stuff
your
because
Yeatonomics isn't up to date?
no, not really. But he just has a unique way of, and humorous way, and that's something that appeals to me. But then you have somebody like Blake who's it's like, get that stick out of your ass half the time, but he tells a story. He's a storyteller more of than a storyliner, I guess. And
Mhm.
to read his stuff is fantastic too. So I do enjoy,
Excellent.
just everybody that's in there as a character. I love how the company is set up. I love the consistency of it. So I know that, when Superstars is going to be. I know when the pay-per-views are going to be, and I know that it's not a company that I'm going to join that every frigging week it's on Monday 10 tournaments job. I hate that. Like, there's effort put in. And if you expect effort from us, I expect effort from the owners, and the owners give that. So,
And that's
and
always
for a
been my.
group I've never
God.
had much contact with, honestly, like LA, never really had contact with you outside of RAWF that much,
Hmm.
the occasional
Hmm.
time. Even Paragon, kind of sorry, didn't really know who you were outside of RAWF. Uh, you know,
No one.
it's
It's fine.
it's just the way it is, and so it's been great watching a lot of players that I just haven't had any interaction with that have been here for a long time and have done a lot.
Thank you, Destroyer. I appreciate everything you said, and it just that's exactly where I wanted this company to be when I started it 11, 12 years ago. Uh, was to be more than just a button clicking, win the matches and move on kind of thing. I wanted it to be where you had to be creative, where you had to use every aspect of the game, the chat, the trash talk, the the scenes. You had to do it all to be successful in RAWF, and I think I pretty much accomplished that. I don't think anyone
I
would.
agree. And and
Yeah.
that's what I liked about the older style companies. When you're looking at Saints and Sinners, or you're looking at NLW, these are companies that had a lot of people that were involved that put a lot of work into them, and you don't see that as much nowadays as you did. So
That's right.
it's good to see a company that's still able to do that and do it very well. I still want to mess your hair though, so
So
it's gonna
it's
happen.
funny though, because that's almost the exact conversation we had when I started telling you, well, then join RAWF, because you were talking about that, saying you missed those kind of companies, and I was like, well, there is one, you're just not in it.
I was avoiding you, so
Hey, look, I don't know if that's better or worse than the people who would join it specifically to come try to mess with me. So that was like, one or the
I
other.
wasn't I wasn't worried about messing with you. I still trust me. You know what? When the game comes back, wherever platform it is, there are people on my list. There are people. Pretty much, yeah, I'm just looking at the call. Pretty much all you on the call are on my list in some way. But yeah, I'd love to be able to, it'll happen.
I just
It'll happen.
pictured
Don't
her with
worry.
this really useless scarf and a clipboard. You've made the list.
I'm just gonna hide behind RA because I know he won't mind being a shield at this point.
If you're looking for a
Because
shield, why wouldn't you be behind Paragon? and his
I mean,
purple
Fat
pickle.
joke.
well, because I'd be stealing hobo spot.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's true.
there's no vacancy in the singlet. There's a hobo that permanently lives in there.
Well, so if he stands behind you, then not only is he hiding behind you, but he's hiding behind you and Hobo.
That's true. Yeah,
Does
but boy,
Hobo count as a blade of armor?
I'm a good place to hide behind because, my nanofucks have peaked at 0. So yeah, if he needs to hide behind me, I'm okay with that, and I'm good with that. Let's go do that voodoo that we do so well.
If he's going to be behind you, I can't shoot you in the ass. I'm just saying.
I'll turn him around.
I trust your marksmanship.
Oh, I would not do that.
Okay,
but I do.
I mean, she tried for months to hit a moose and she kept missing.
Oh my
That's fair.
God.
The moose was moving.
It's called a 0 dot, and you can
You
fucking
realize the moose is the size of a moose, right?
No, that's a matter of you don't rise to the occasion. You fall back to your training. I think I can train Destroyer to.
Stop right there. There's no
Whoa!
he can train Destroyer. What the heck?
Wow!
No,
I mean,
that's
worse,
exactly
you could've
where
said
you go
big
because
words.
if you're untrained, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So I want to make sure as a friend that you know what the fuck you're doing. So
And now he's trying to get shot. That's what's happening.
exactly.
He's trying to piss you off.
This whole fucking show. I mean, I will.
Oh,
I will help and train you to hit the targets that you're actually aiming at. Because if you're aiming at my ass and hitting LA, you have not done your job.
maybe I have.
When we
No,
were on
you have
Blog
not.
Talk,
If you're aiming for my ass and you hit LA instead, then you have not done your job because my ass will be jiggling in some
You
weird.
don't know where I'm aiming.
I don't need to hear about your jiggling ass, sir.
Oh no!
He's going to get stabbed. Is what's going to happen.
Okay,
Yeah, Chris is more
we
likely to
can go
stab me.
there too. But if you cannot locate my ass due to optics that are adjusted to your shotgun, you're not going to hit it. Just throw that out there. It's
Just for the record, you're stuck on the shotgun thing. Last I checked, she carries a freaking 44 auto mag.
well. Last time I heard, she was shooting people in the ass with a shotgun, and it's like if you cannot hit your target with a shotgun,
Bubs use the shotgun.
you suck out loud. So
she can't fit the shotgun in her purse.
Yes, you can. It just depends on the length of the barrel, and I'm there to help her out to make sure that she's hitting what she wants to hit with her shotgun.
If this was still Blog Talk, I'd have that shotgun soundbite for to play, but I don't.
It's okay.
It's hard to
It's
feel
beautiful anyway. We can imagine.
He's an ass man.
If you're going, I want you to shoot me in the ass with a shotgun. I don't want you to hit LA. I only want you to shoot me in the ass with a shotgun because freaking game. But no, you're not going to hit LA in the ass. You're not going to hit LA with a shotgun aimed for my ass. If you hit LA with a shotgun aimed at my ass, you suck at what you do. And it's my job to make sure that you don't suck at what you do.
If I'm standing behind you, and she's aiming at your ass and she misses, that means no.
Yeah, exactly. No. So, I'm good with this. I've taken enough wounds in my lifetime. Shoot me in the ass. Let's roll with this, and I will bear it as a badge of honor. I'm good.
All right, I just got to tell you something.
Yes,
I got to tell you something. This night of all nights, of any other night you've been on radio, this is your night, buddy. We are never going to forget this show because of you. This is you are having a judgment type show.
Fuck yes, but at least it doesn't taste different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I'm going to take another drink of this.
Good callback joke, sir.
I'm,
Good
having,
callback
I'm
joke.
having a Beth Dutton because, Beth Dutton is nothing but a vodka martini with no vermouth and just lots of freaking olive juice. I'm good with that.
Yeah, because if she shot you in the ass, you wouldn't feel it at this point, I don't think.
Maybe not. I wouldn't feel it right now, but I would feel it the next morning, and it would be very fucking painful, and I would have to take opiates and speak Swahili to my doctor. Whether I know
Ah.
Swahili or not, I would
I
just
think
have
right
to.
now you do.
Yes.
I don't know if you will in the morning, but right now you do.
I cannot say you're wrong. But I'm not going to let my host get shot in the ass or shot in the face because he's hiding behind my ass. It's just a thing.
At any rate. So we're coming up on the 2 hour mark
Yes,
here,
we
and I
are.
think I kind of want to close this out here. But so, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard, if you didn't hear my announcement at the start of the show, Graveyard Smash, which was scheduled for tomorrow, is officially canceled. Obviously, if Unstoppable does come up this week, Monday or Tuesday, we'll probably take a couple weeks to get everything sorted out, and Graveyard Smash will happen. Black Friday, our annual day after Thanksgiving pay per view, is officially canceled for this year, and we will figure out the schedule for rankings periods then. Once we know that Unstoppable's back and running, and we will let you all know, give you all the information on what we're going to do going forward in RAWF. If you haven't joined the WU Discord, you need to do so that you can keep updated on everything Wrestler Unstoppable as well as RAWF and other companies going on. And as we said, we have about 80 some people already there. Why aren't you if you aren't already? But El Vacant, do you have anything final to say? Anything you'd like to say as the co-host that hasn't gotten to talk very much tonight?
I'm concerned no matter what I say, it's just going to lead back to RA's ass.
All right. Paragon,
All-
did you have anything?
All roads lead to Redneck Avengers ass.
All right. Maeve?
With a shotgun show.
I don't think I've got anything that's going to top that.
Oh, Mute. You definitely don't. You just topped it. And Destroyer, anything?
No, no,
Okay.
I don't even want. I don't even want. No, I just can't.
All right. And Ari, I think to be honest, I think you've said enough for the night, don't you? Once you
All I will say is that Destroyer.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Destroyer and Maeve, I love you all. Let's have so much fun. And if I'm not contributing to fun,
Yeah, that feedback was coming from Mythers.
okay. I mean, that happens.
Yeah, I think we need to end it here now because all I heard was threesome, and
Yeah.
No.
that's it for me.
All I'm saying is that I love you all, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cookies and cream, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. Yeah, we'll see you all next week.
And I mean that in non-weird ways. I love y'all.
Good night, folks.
Good night.